Good morning. It's the Wake and Bake. I'm your host, Buck Stallion. I'm very excited to have you today. Today I'm going to explore some of the deep regions of my own mind to maybe help you unlock some of your own. I'm currently drinking kombucha, which makes me very gassy. So please pardon any interruptions or hiccups that my body's intestinal tract may produce. I'm an overweight man, 40 years old. I hiccup every time I eat because I inhale my food as though I'm a snake that has had to unhinge his jaw to swallow profusely. I am modern man. I have rewired a plastic $15 heater I purchased at Walmart into the thermostat of my RV. I am modern. I am modern man. I sit with a cell phone communicating to one or two people while they do something completely different, acknowledging me only in their subconscious. As I sit naked in my RV, someone is sitting at a desk, not listening to me right now. They are unhappy, I would gather. Today, it is raining outside my door. But somewhere else, someone is enjoying spring and planting a garden. They are unhappy. Today, I pulled my hair back so it wouldn't fall into my eyes anymore while I put on my cocoa butter lotion to try to get the boogers out of my eyelashes and the dry skin out of my mustache. Someone, somewhere else in the world, did not put on cocoa butter. They are unhappy. Today, I took 3 45-minute shits. And I did not cut corners when wiping, even though I knew I would be right back again, continuing to defecate a day and a half ago's meal. Meanwhile, someone else is trying to be a vegan for the first time. They are unhappy. Today, I listened to 3 hours of Om chants for prosperity and wealth. Meanwhile, somewhere else, somewhere, a person is putting their finger in a pig's ass and thinking, this is an original idea. I could put other things there. Today, I battle rapped over a dozen males throughout the country, possibly world. And I won every battle. Meanwhile, someone is regretting posting a battle on their wall for the public to comment and battle against. They are unhappy. Today, I went to a quick stop and got ID'd. Meanwhile, somewhere else, someone else doesn't have their ID, and they look well over 50 years old. But the law's the fucking law. And no, you cannot have a beer with your hamburger for lunch. Today, I drank a kombucha so that my feet can smell as sour as possible. Meanwhile, someone is eating a can of Hormel chili right out of the can without heating it up to make their ass smell as chilly as ever. They are unhappy. Today, I decided not to shoot heroin again. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, someone is trying heroin for the first time, and they are fucking loving it. And they might even be like candy flipping, coming out of, like a coke binge and trying to slow it down with the heroin. And they are unhappy if they can't afford more heroin. Today, I opened a can of beer with a bottle opener I got from Supergirl. No, for realsies. Fucking Supergirl gave me a bottle opener. But meanwhile, somewhere on the other side of the world, someone is being rushed to the hospital because the dumb motherfucker didn't know how to open a bottle correctly on the side of a table. They are unhappy. Today I learned that it doesn't matter how much advance notice you give people to call into your show. They will not call into your show. No matter how many episodes you've broadcast and how many views you've had based on what little work you've actually put forth. They are unhappy, as am I. Today I learned that Tyler Stark drank 2 of my apple ciders while I was visiting Raj in Santa Cruz on Friday. Meanwhile, somewhere else, Tyler Stark is possibly mooching a meal off someone, or another beer, or maybe a couch nap, or maybe a Mongoose BMX, or even more realistically, a Mongoose mountain bike, which was never made by China. Why would China make mountain bikes? It makes no sense. They are unhappy. Today I learned that everything I want to post on Facebook is very gangster. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, somebody is wondering why I always post everything so gangster on Facebook. Today, I picked my nose and didn't eat it. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, a child is rubbing their snotty fucking booger face all over a handrail that a responsible adult with no children is going to fucking put their hand on, and then they're going to fucking contract whatever weird fucking thing that today's kids get. They are unhappy. Today, I will produce 15 commercials and 10 more battle raps before I start playing video games, because I have dedication to my craft. And you've always got to have new material if you want to be relevant. Meanwhile, somewhere in Manteca, Chris Teixeira is telling the same joke he's been telling for 25 years about Mexicans stealing jobs, a guy named Steve, and tweakers. He is unhappy. Today, I will dance in the rain and masturbate at least 4 times to full completion, uninterrupted. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, someone does not even know how to make a pocket pussy out of a sock. Today, I am going to eat hair, skin, and nail gummies. And they are going to be delicious because they have biotin in them. And there's very low sugar. And they contain 15 IUs of vitamin E. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, a dumb motherfucker is malnutritioned because he thinks beer is nutritious. Today, I will take testosterone pills, 2TX from Max Muscle. They're not paying me to say this either, but I fucking love them. And every morning, my morning wood gets more vigorous, more attentive, and more rapey. As well as my bald spot also has been very rapey lately. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, there's a fat motherfucker with a little tiny penis. And if he doesn't get a morning wood, he isn't getting a boner all day. He is very, 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 very unhappy. Today, I will Febreze right next to a fresh bouquet of flowers. Because Cranberry Fresh Twist Air Effects Febreze is healthier than natural flowers, apparently, to today's standards. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, someone is purposefully living in a climate that has air that looks like urine and streets that smell like it. They are unhappy. Today is the first day of the rest of my life because yesterday doesn't really fucking matter if I didn't get a felony. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, someone got a fucking felony and they are feeling how it feels when shit gets real. Today, I will already forget how many commercials and rap battles I said I was going to do earlier. But I will still do, like, a bunch. It might not be the original number that I had said out loud, but it will be something productive because relevance is the key to existence. Meanwhile, someone is on Facebook wasting their day away arguing about the Dave Chappelle comment I made at 6 o'clock this morning when I was taking one of my first shits. Today, I will clean my bong and smoke some Thin Mint given to me by none other than my own holistic center, Buck Stallions Holistic Center. Today's podcast is brought to you by Buck Stallions Holistic Emporium, aka the Green Shop Holistic Center. Give them a call at 209-284-3800 and get registered today to get some free gear with your first order.
Free?
Free, bro.
I like free.
Who doesn't like free?
Free's good.
Fucking idiots don't like free shit.
Shut up!
What the hell you talking about? What the hell you talking about?
Roses.
You ain't making no sense. You ain't making no sense. What the hell you talking about? What the hell you talking about? You ain't making no sense. You ain't making no sense. Shut up.
Ass backwards. What's your story, guy? Waving your hand, you a red-eyed Jedi. Forget how now you're stoned and a deep thinker. Is that slang? Cause all you do is jibber-jabber. Cut the crap. My mama didn't raise a dummy. Think you're funny, maybe just funny looking. Bitches like books, house is a library. Say shush, cause I'm high on my purple kush. Deep in the bush, down under Mick Dundee. Now that's a knife, I had to take a pussy's life. I ain't bright, you might not wanna be here tonight. My reflection, get the girls in my direction. Big erection, ride the elevator. You sound faded and you're in the wrong section. I'm VIP, but you're just very irritating. I'm X-rated, but you'll never catch me masturbating.
Oh, whoa. Yeah. Oh, it kind of sucks whenever I come into it like that, but I'm really going for it. It's the Wake and Bake. I'm Buck Stallion. And this has been an episode of Deep Thoughts thus far. There's all kinds of ways that you can empower yourself. Some people pray. Some people don't eat meat. Some people jog. Some people run marathons. Some people track their marathonage and post it on public media so that maybe it'll inspire you. But I think for the most part, it just makes us all feel fucking worse. Because nothing's worse than being content with yourself and having somebody try to tell you that you can be better. It's really something that you have to decide on your own. And I don't highly recommend looking at other people's fucking things as the means to success or the premise of success, because everybody's success is different. And as you evolve as a human being, no matter what you decide to do with your talents or your skills that you've been gifted with, because everybody does have gifts. Some have many gifts. Some really need to fucking focus on just working on the line. You know what I mean? And that's okay, because everybody does have a fucking purpose out here. You just need to believe that you are part of that you're part of that completion of the universe. You're the puzzle piece that keeps the molecule moving. I mean, it's okay if you want to be a dead brain cell. There's people that do that all the time. There's people that work really hard to help keep the huge molecular structure of the universe going. And that's what sometimes can fry them out. I've paced myself for a long time. A lot of people had aspirings for me whenever I was younger. They told me things like, you should go to a bigger city. You'd probably do better in the big city. You do better here, you do better there, or you should, like there was this guy on the news, Marcus Allen is his name, and he kind of looks like how I used to look whenever I was young and skinny, but as he grew up and he got older, he didn't get fat and liver spotty like I did. He stayed the same. I mean, he got weathered, he got a little wrinkly or whatever, but he basically maintained that junior high gymnast physique and everything that I had whenever I was young and people were telling me I should be doing what he's doing. Thing is how he got his job, they made it seem like it was a contest, and it might have been, but I kind of feel like some of those contests are bullshit just to make people feel like they're participating in something. I feel like Marcus Allen might have already gotten the job through a screening process, and you don't get to hold on to a career for over 25 years by winning a contest. So I think that's, I don't know, it'd be interesting to ask. But, for a long time, it was hard for me not to judge my own success by what Marcus Allen was doing. I mean, it's not like he's done anything beyond what he's doing, but he's hosting, television news locally here in California. And he's our Joe Montana of news out here for Central California. So, there is some reality level to that. Like, oh man, like, I want to be on TV, but I've been on TV. I've been on TV for numerous reasons. You know, I've been on TV for local news. I've been on TV for public access. And now the way that the world is, TV is not even a fucking crown jewel. I mean, nobody really even fucking watches TV anymore. If they watch TV, it's what they fucking TiVo'd, or it's whatever they have on YouTube that they can watch after the fact. Very rarely can you watch TV live streaming on YouTube. But if I was trying to base my career on trying to become Marcus Allen, I failed as soon as I got, I think he was like 20 something whenever he got the job. I was 16 when people were trying to talk me into the job. So he's 4 years older than me, 5 years older than me. So, you know, in 5 years, think about how much fucking technology's changed. Think how much the market's changed. There was one fucking point in my life where I thought I needed to go to Juilliard, or I needed to go to the Second City, or I needed to go to fucking, I had to get on Saturday Night Live somehow. Like, and really, like, this fucking shit doesn't matter because it's based on real relevance. Getting on Saturday Night Live is not like it used to be. You can't just be the coke dealer script writer like Chevy Chase and fucking write yourself into a piece. You know, you can't fucking just party crazy like John Belushi did and fucking, you know, magically make your way onto Saturday Night Live with, you know, being totally oblivious and blown out on blow. So, I mean, now, just in my lifetime, I saw fame go from getting an HBO half-hour comedy special, getting on to fucking Comedy Central, as a stand-up clip or whatever, or you know, whatever the little clips are. Like, that was like to fucking now, like, anybody playing video games and blogging about it or vlogging about it can be more famous than fucking Bill Cosby was in his technological heyday. There's kids that are more relevant than even young adults that have put in time, money, effort, and dedication to art. There's kids just playing video games and talking shit on Minecraft that are more relevant than any of us right now. Any of us. If you're a principal at a high school or an elementary school, sorry, but one of your students is more relevant than you. And I'm not saying it like it's a cool thing. I'm saying it like, what the fuck is going on with our society? Somebody sent me the thing the other day. You know, so it was something that had already been said about our egos in today's modern age. Like, right now, we're getting to the point where we are so ego-driven. We're like, you know, like the pharaohs and the Egyptians. They say that they fell because of their eccentricities and their fucking higher than thou idolatries. I hope I'm saying the right words. I think I am. But like, they thought that they were fucking better than God. And they thought that they were better than everything. And so they didn't even say words anymore. They just drew pictures about what they liked. And now we're in this fucking day and age where people tell you how they feel. I don't even know what some of these mean. Whenever they send me two hands, does it mean that they're surrendering? Does it mean they're bowing? Does it mean they're praising me? I don't know. But our egos have pushed us to think that we're so fucking, that we're so relevant that everybody should just know this. It's kind of like how everybody assumes that we should all know English. whenever I was growing up, I was more amazed by the people that knew 7 languages than the person that was from another country and learned English. I don't know. Maybe I'm not American enough. I think I'm American as fuck, though. That's what's crazy. But I just look at it a little bit more realistic, history. I mean, a lot of bad shit went down. All I can do is make sure that I don't recreate it. But instead, everybody just wants to keep talking about it. And they say that they just keep talking about it because they want to make sure they don't recreate it. But, you know, when all you're putting out in the universe is racism and hate and negativity, you're not making the world a better place. You're not informing anybody. I think the only people that wouldn't know about racism and slavery and fucking, terrorism and shit like that would be like babies that are, that don't really need to fucking learn about that shit. I was at the store the other day and I heard a dad giving a very familiar speech to his son. His son's like 8 or 9, I would say. And I heard just a couple familiar lines. I don't, I'm going off of memory here, but it was something. I'm not going to repeat what he said, but because I can't, I like whatever. But I just heard some familiar things being said, and then I zeroed in and I put them together, and I saw who was talking, and I saw, what was going on, and I was like, dude, that's a dad explaining child support to his son. That's a dad explaining why he doesn't have money, or you know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, if you miss any, like if they fuck up on your paperwork, or if you're late like that, like the government has everything set up, it's like trap doors. And that's kind of a bummer, because I wish that it was more designed to like help you get your shit together, because everybody forgets. But like I've changed jobs, and sometimes changing a job gets so stressful. You're just caught up in trying to do a good job, and typically you can't even have them attach your wages until your fucking first check comes. But then, I mean, I do a lot of entertainment jobs. I've had child support try to attach to whatever funds I may be getting at the Comedy Store. And nobody gets paid at the Comedy Store but the promoters. Bobby Lee isn't getting paid to be there. He's just going there to fucking try and practice some shit and get that rush. He's there to fucking be there to do the thing. He comes in a fucked up Honda just to be as low key as he can. I mean, he still acts like Bobby Lee, but the thing is like he's not getting paid to go fucking hang out. Well, maybe he is, actually, now I think about it. Like, Raj was explaining to me that he thinks that, like, Dirt Nasty and a few other people are paid to be on this battle app thing that I've been on. And maybe that's true. I mean, but I got number 1 on it, so I know it isn't that rigged. I mean, it's you can rig it. I know that, but I know that it's not like so rigged that they haven't, I think I broke it. I'll just put it out there. I got first place, which by earning it, but then I thought, well, I need to hold on to first place. And so then I tried to do a hack, and it seemed like it was working. But the thing about hacks is you never know how it's going to hack out. And how it hacked out was none of my votes counted. I mean, they did count, but they didn't count. So that sucked. But it is what it is. There's a difference between a hack and a hacker, by the way. I'm not a hack. I'm a hacker. I see the codes. I'm the guy looking at the fucking codes, okay? You're the guy clicking on the fucking Bejeweled app and trying to play a game on your Facebook and then telling everybody you got hacked. You're a hack. You hacked yourself. The hacker made the program, but you're the hack that's falling into the sheep fucking corral, playing the fucking game, hitting the clickbait. Whatever. There was this guy in Brazil that he fucking killed his ex-girlfriend and he chopped her up and he fed her to the dogs. Well, he didn't do it. He paid somebody to do it, right? Like, in America, you're pretty much safe if you do that. You know what I mean? Because, like, your lawyer's gonna make sure that you don't go to fucking regular jail. You go to, like, a special jail where you're protected and nobody can chop you up and feed you to dogs. But the thing is that he might walk because they don't have evidence to keep him or some shit. I don't know. I didn't read the article. I'm not going to lie. But he's out walking around and he's wearing a soccer shirt. And his statement today was he's very sorry. And I'm pretty sure, dude, in Brazil, look up Brazilian rapper shot on stage. Look that up on YouTube. It's not that gory, but it's pretty fucking surreal to think that an off-duty police officer was ordered to walk up and fucking cap this dude. He was like the up-and-coming pit bull of fucking Brazilian rappers. I don't know what he was rapping about. I don't even know Portuguese. I took French. I'm fancy. All my Mexican friends made fun of me. They call me Frenchie. Because I was so fancy. And probably because I had pink hair. Anyways. What the fuck was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So, dude, this guy's gonna fucking die. It's horrible. It's sad to think. But, dude, in America, he'd be safe. Because we have so many fucking laws that protect scumbags like that. And there's ways out of it. He could, over here you can buy your way out of it. Everybody's trying to bash on Trump right now about his possible affiliations with underage girls or underage boys. But dude, if you've never left the state, if you've never left the United States, okay, yeah, it's fucking inhumane. I agree. By our standards, by where we live, by how I believe, by how I was raised to believe, by how my family has raised me to believe, and by how the society that I am fucking upbrought by, I agree. It is savage. It is gross. It's fucking horrible to think that 6-year-olds could be sold off as sex toys in the human trade. But, sorry, your fucking sad face button doesn't reach that far. It doesn't even fucking touch the surface of stopping that shit. So, shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Be disgusted by it. Don't watch it. It's like watching Faces of Death or anything else. Like, you have the ability to cancel these fucking informations from your fucking information highway. You just had to learn how to fucking stop listening to people that fucking want to put that shit in your face and make you care about it. Because there ain't shit you're gonna do and there ain't shit you can do. And if you're gonna do it, get off the internet right now and go fucking do it and shut the fuck up with your bad self. You don't even need a Facebook account if you're gonna go stop the fucking human trade in fucking Korea or fucking Malaysia or you know what I'm saying? Like, they don't have a task force already trying to fucking stop it. And like, we don't, like, dude, We have it going on here. So fucking, you know what I mean? Where it is illegal. It's illegal. So we're catching people here, but it's still going on. Just like you still got that joint, didn't you? Even when the weed was illegal. You still got that fucking beer whenever it was illegal. You still drove after been drinking, hadn't you? You fucking did that. You know what I mean? That shit's illegal, but you fucking do it. And what's worse? You know? They're fucking... somebody's gonna be like, oh, fuck, I can't believe he said that fucking drinking and driving is equal to fucking child rape. It is, though. Because you're actually potentially gonna kill a whole family. You fuck. Okay? It is worse, unfortunately. Granted, the fucking scars that can fucking accrue for that child that survives that kind of situation, you know, God bless them. I would never fucking want that to happen to my kid. But you know what? I didn't fucking grow up in Malaysia. I didn't grow up in an impoverished community where fucking I was like, dude, I guess I gotta sell off my kid. And then it even turns out, I just saw a fucking thing the other day that there's years, centuries of fucking the nuns basically deciding that somebody is unfit to be a parent and telling them fucking, no, your kid died. Your baby's died. It's a stillborn. And then they fucking take your healthy, ugly fucking kid and they go make it a slave. And it doesn't always have to be a sex slave. There's fucking plenty of rock breaking slaves and fucking wall building slaves and fucking, pyramid building slaves. There's plenty of different kinds of slaves. Food making slaves. I'm a door opening slave. You know? People call me, they just expect me to open doors for them. Fuck you. Get a fucking garage door opener. Don't call me to open doors for you, motherfucker. You know who I'm talking to. Today, I was able to put my best foot forward and not be a motherfucker in every situation. But sometimes, when there needs to be a motherfucker, I'll be it. Meanwhile, somewhere else in the world, a person is cringing at a motherfucker just like me, trying to change the world. One moment at a time. No one's promised tomorrow. And they're unhappy.